what would you say is stopping you, like, from going vegan and living in alignment with
I'm an
your
extremely
morals?
picky eater, and I have safe foods.
I
That
get
is
that.
my problem. I don't like dairy alternatives. I eat like the same things every day, and unfortunately, those do include animal products.
Mm-hmm.
But I really do want to work on it. Like I do want to work on it. I'm just an extremely picky eater.
Hi, you have time for a conversation?
Yeah.
Perfect. We are live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stand here. Can I be stand here?
Yeah.
And then we'll just face each other, just and talk.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. My name's Elvin.
Nice
What's
to
your
meet you.
name?
I'm Isabel.
Isabel?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. So our conversation today is about oppression.
Okay.
It's kind of simple questions at first, but then we'll get into a bit of a heavier topic. Should the powerful, do you think, have the right to oppress the powerless?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
I really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then what if they're stronger? Like he's stronger than her, or visibly.
I just don't think we should oppress anybody.
Right.
Like I think
Intelligence doesn't matter.
I
Strength
feel
doesn't matter.
Because if she's stronger in one way, if he's stronger in one way, she's stronger in the other way. So
Exactly.
it should help. Not
You can't
oppress.
determine somebody's strengths
Yeah.
based off of physical appearance.
Yeah.
Or and then use those strengths to justify how they can treat somebody else.
Like don't brag.
Exactly.
You know, like I can do it. You can't.
Right. Okay. So I guess I want to get into the main, I guess, the meat of our conversation, which is going to be how do you feel about how we treat animals? Like, oppression is the prolonged cruel treatment of others. Animals that we use for like food and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely
I think it's exploitation.
prolonged cruel treatment,
Yeah.
like exploitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree that would be
I mean, I will say I do eat meat, but like I do, in an ideal world I wouldn't, and like in an ideal world we wouldn't have meat, and like I don't believe in animal cruelty or like how we. I think we should eat meat, but like I don't agree with how they harvest that meat. Like I don't think
What do you
agree
think
with
we should? What do you say we should eat?
Well, like not that we should, but
just like that.
I
Like,
think in
there
an
should be
ideal,
yummy
but
options
like right,
available
yeah,
for
like
people,
we should be able to eat meat,
just,
but like
like, to
I
have
don't think
food.
it should be in the mass factories, like in the mass killings, in the way that it is now. I think there's ways that like we could do it in a more humanitarian way.
Okay, I was gonna say I had thought the same thing. I was in the same
Yeah.
boat, right? Like
Yeah.
I was very anti-animal cruelty. I was like thinking I was doing the best for the animals I
Yeah.
could, and I felt like I also felt the same way that there was maybe a more humane way that
Yeah.
animals can. I kind of told myself like as I was eating animals,
Yeah.
like this animal probably was had a good life,
Yeah.
so I felt less bad each day.
Yeah.
And then as days go on, I just kind of like stopped seeing them as people. I stopped caring,
Yeah.
as much, or like caring as much about how they were treated as
Yeah.
well. Then I was awoken. Somebody
Yeah.
let me know and I did some more research, and I find out that it's a majority of these animals are in those terrible systems.
Oh, yeah.
And on top of
Yeah.
that, I wouldn't accept that treatment for myself.
Yeah.
So how could I pay for somebody to do these things to
Yeah.
these animals?
No, I've seen a lot of what are they called, PETA? Or the big organization for rights animals and stuff.
Oh, PETA.
PETA, yeah. I've watched like all their like horrible videos of like all the animals, and I kind of feel like powerless because like I
Yeah.
see like
It's easy to feel
even
that
if
way.
I stop eating meat, like millions, and I know that's such a
Yeah.
easy way of saying that's like to like
Well,
make
yeah,
me
it's like
feel
appeal
better.
of, like, yeah.
Right. But no, I agree. Like, I think animals are and I think the majority of pigs live in captivity. Like, for example, like I think it's a horrible system.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I really do. Like, I think there's a horrible system.
Yeah, we actually we slaughtered the amount of animals. Like the amount of animals we slaughter is basically equal to the amount of humans who have ever lived.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's ridiculous.
And so it's just a complete atrocity when
Yeah.
you look at it.
Yeah.
I want to say there's one more thing I wanted to talk about. It was there's other things too, but the next upcoming thing. Do you feel like there's something that's what is your reason you would say that people don't treat cows, pigs, and fish the same way that they treat dogs and cats?
Well, I think they're desensitized. Like, I don't think they're exposed to how horrible the conditions are. I don't think they've seen that. I don't think they think about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think they're, like, thinking about all the cows in captivity and, like,
Right.
the farms and the breeding and everything. I think they just eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's interesting because, in society, we'll see that sometimes we lack a word
Yeah.
to really, describe something. Like before, racism was big.
Yeah.
Like there were people like you would say like, oh, you're being racist. They're like, why are you calling me? Like, what's
what
that?
does it even mean?
Like, and so it took time for like us to develop these terms and for them to be popular and for people to find out about them, and then also be willing to find out about them. And then go research them and learn more and change as a person and grow as an individual.
Like, I think people just aren't aware, like I do, like, even though I do eat meat, I do really care about this issue, like, and I do what I wouldn't eat meat, like, I've always wanted to switch to vegetarianism. I don't think I could go full vegan, but I always wanted to be a vegetarian. I'm kind of, like, in the process, because I've seen a lot of videos, and I know it's absolutely awful the way that these animals are being treated, and I, like, feel guilty all the time, so,
The only way to not be exploiting anybody or for your own purpose, to your knowledge, would be to go vegan, because when you're vegetarianism, it just says we don't eat meat. We do eggs, and the dairy industry is horrific on its own. And like, if you're able to accept those animal products, you're still seeing them as an object. You're still seeing them as a different group than I. Us animals, like, we have to be liberated together, like everything going on everywhere. We need to care about it all, because we're all animals. We care about each other. So I want to tell you the word that we have to describe that, where people draw that line, how people drew that line between, white people, black people, just people of color in general. And then now it's so like you got racism, like sexism, and now you have speciesism.
Oh, okay.
No, so speciesism is that word that describes maybe treating people differently based on their species, not acknowledging that these people have rights because they don't belong to your certain group, the human group. Like, it's no different than grouping off. And if we allow people to be speciesist, right, and allow people to say, hey, well, you're not human, so therefore I can use you. It's allowing others to be like, oh, well, you're not black, so or you're not white, so I can use you, or you're not, so it's like we have to eradicate all of these things at once. And so I want to say, if you were to leave it, what would you say is stopping you, like, from going vegan and living in alignment with your
I'm an extremely
morals?
picky eater, and I have safe foods. That is my problem. I don't like dairy alternatives. I eat like the same things every day, and unfortunately those do include animal products. But I really do want to work on it. Like, I do want to work on it. I'm just an extremely picky eater.
Well, can you like name one, like I don't know if you want to go into it, but like name one of those foods, like one of those things you like a
cereal.
lot? Like cereal.
I love cereal, but I don't like oat milk, almond milk, or soy milk. So
well, shoot. There's so many. I mean, like, I want to say, like, would you use like because there's still like a distinction there in your brain then, like with the cow, like you're still feeling like it's okay.
I've been
maybe
slowly
that it's a cow milk.
gaining flavor, like liking more alternative milks, and like
because you're just gonna get used to it. I mean, like, you could do like half cow's milk, half plant milk,
I mean, it is a process,
and then like transition if that's really what you need. However, I do want to say, like, if it was like, if there was only cat's milk, if you walked into the Walmart and it's only cat's milk or it's only dog's milk, and you knew that they were exploiting dogs, like you would want to stop immediately, because you recognize, like, there's a problem with that, with your morals there, like you don't want to be aiding in the exploitation of these people. And like, cows are no different, they're like little dogs basically. They play with balls and
I know. I love cows. They're really cute.
And
I think there is a problem in the way that people, like, there's a clear difference between the way you think about dogs and the way you think about like farm animals and stuff like that. It's a problem for sure. Are you willing to work towards like I've been
eradicating that difference in your head?
I have been like one day I do want to be like
That's good. I want to give you this resource card. Is that okay? It just has a documentary on one side, and that's just going to show you. It's from 2018, so it's not like the most super recent, but it's the most recent we can get. Pretty much, the laws are kind of terrible on like what we can film or not, because they want to keep the industry in secret. But I encourage you to watch that, and then there's also nutritional resources on there too. There's like vegan Dailey Dozen. That just gives you a list of it's like a checklist and stuff like that. So I just encourage you to look into those and go vegan. I believe you can do it. I did it. I've only been vegan. Actually, the year is coming up next month. So but there's a whole world out there of vegan stuff. Like, there's vegan people from other countries. People in indigenous communities have been vegan before for centuries. It just got like kind of gets a little whitewashed sometimes. So, but yeah, it's mostly a liberation movement, meant to eradicate the exploitation of animals. I guess. Sorry, let me stop yapping, but
You're okay. Yeah,
you're good to meet you. What's your name? Isabel?
Isabel.
Nice to meet you. I'm Elvin.
Nice
it was
to
nice
meet
to talk
you.
to you.
Nice talking
yes.
to you.
Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.